What's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade review here. Today we're going to be talking about INO in Novia Farm. This stock has been running since the COVID thing, and today it did has a catalyst. I think it's received like a contract with the United States Defense Department, like $71 million or something. So this caused the run for the stock. So it gap up pre-market. This is an intraday chart, 3-minute chart, okay, and it gap up pre-market, and then it ran the whole thing all the way up here, okay, and this the whole day, I believe. Yes, and that's today, 6/23. 2020. All right, so basically we're gonna be talking about this part right here. This is important. I think it's important because this is where a lot of people get trapped. This is called a bear trap here. This candle formation is a reversal candle formation. Let's go to the minute chart right here. So this is the minute chart, 1 minute, and this you could see it very clearly, okay. This is a hammer, like a big hammer. Over here you see it too, it's a hammer, big hammer. All right, so it's a reversal, and then it bounced off the VWAP also. So that's a nice thing about it. So before we go anything, let's put in some line, okay. All right, so this is just very confusing. It went from here all the way up here, from like it bounced off. If you get in at 18, and then you could ride this until like $22. That's really good if you able to do that. If you partial out and then you let the rest run, and that's more power to you. Okay, so we're gonna just talk from here to here, all right, to make less confusion. I'm gonna draw it right here, 24th, I believe, 16 or 14, 14, yes, 14. But we go to the other chart, make it easier. All right, so this is a general chart, but I like to trade. I use both the intraday and the 3 minutes and the 1 minute chart is cleaner. All right, so let's take a 1 minute chart. Let's talk about this. Let's put in some line. All right, and support, you could see support right here. Support is right here, minor support, and the VWAP is basically the major support, and this right here, okay. So basically, one more thing you could do, if you like me to do it, I can make a copy of that, and you put it somewhere right here, so that the projection of the trend channel, so when it broke above the channel, the trend is reverse, okay. So that's the thing about it. Okay, so basically what we want to look right here, this is like a pullback trade, but this pullback, the nice thing about it is has this part right here. It's a bear trap, and it's caused a short squeeze when it got up to here, okay. So the thing is, when you trade, people look at indicator and stuff, and then I don't like to look at those because those are like an indicator. I like to look at volume as my indicator. That's where people buy and sell. And you want to look at the level. You want to know where people are going to buy and where people are going to sell. Okay, and if people are going to sell, where they have to cover. Okay, for instance, right? Okay, let's just talk a general pattern for this formation. Okay, so basically it gap up pre-market. And if you draw this, is like the same thing here. All right, so when it reach above 17, it go. Okay, so this is also a falling wedge or a down channel. Okay, so just ignore that. So right here, and then it's went all the way up to this high, right? Push it up. Look at the volume here. The volume is massive, okay, huge, okay. And just so you know, today volume, the stock, okay, INO, okay, average volume is 26 million, and today volume is 172 million. So this stock is traded. Everyone is watching this stock, so that's why you want to see that. Like the more you have more action, okay. So technical analysis is more it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and the more people watch it, the better it works. So that's the thing about it, okay. And this is all technical, okay. You have the catalyst. I already told you the catalyst, okay, and this very bullish catalyst. All right, so right here, you see this volume, right? Massive volume coming up, and then there's a pullback. So when, you know, this run is run from the bottom all the way up here, it's extended, okay? So it's pullback. Look at the pullback. The pullback is probably this right part right here is probably like 38%. You know, it's 23, 38, 50, 61, and 70 something. I don't care about that 70 something much, okay? But this is around 70, 40, 48, no, 38 or 50%, not 50, it's 38%, okay? And the support right here with the VWAP, okay? Right here, you could say it's a minor support right here too. Minor support, okay? And you see the volume, right? Look at the volume. Volume sell off a lot right here. You know, this people taking profit, sell off a lot. And then look at the volume. It's slowly, the selling volume, the red bar, slowly decreasing, okay? So that you know that, you know, the seller is weaker now, okay? And at this part right here, all right, so let's go to this part, okay? So basically, you know, the pull up a lot. When you move up a lot with a lot of volume, you know it's going to continue after the pullback, especially when the pullback with low volume, you know it's going to continue up again, you know? So that's what you want to take the look at this chart, because that gives you a bigger picture, okay? So you use this for a bigger picture, all right? And here, the 1 minute chart gives you the exact where to get in and where to get out, okay? So this is a channel trend line. And okay, so right here, right, we have this part right here. This is like right here is 1814, okay? That's the high of this candle. And look at the high of this candle. It's 1813. It's barely reached it, okay? So people, it would have gone up somewhat if, you know, it reached that 1814 level. So do you, when you, like I said, when you trade, you want to know where people are going to buy. So 1814 is where people want to get in. To be honest, that's where people want to get in, okay? And look at right here, like this peak right here is 1812, okay? You look at the high number right here, okay? 1812. So it didn't reach, right? After it reached that and then consolidate a little bit and then move up. And when it reached this level, you know, the 1814, look at the volume down there. Spike in volume, okay? So that means the minute you see that breakout of that level, and with volume, you know it's a good thing, okay? And let's talk about the trade a little bit here. So that's the thing. You have to understand where people buy and where people sell, okay? So that's where people will buy in. And this is also, this is the place where people would cover if you short. So let's talk about this bear trap right here, okay? So unfortunately for some people who short this, okay, so people, there's some people who are going to short, right? There's always long and shorter. There's a fighting battle, because this stock went up a lot, 41% for a day. At this point, I wasn't aware. It's 20 something percent. Okay, so at this point, people want to short. There are people want to short. So at this point, if you draw a line right here, up like this, a trend line. So some people would short right here, okay, or right here, and they would cover somewhere right here, all right, because that 1-to-1 from, you know, the stop loss. So you want to understand that 1 pound band. And then there are some people who would short right here, okay, right here, because this is the low of this you know, this level, okay? So they would short right here, and those people who short right there got trapped. And that's what the trap thing. The nice thing about this formation is that, you know, it make this wick down, long wick, and it never retest this wick. If it stay here around a lot, if there's a couple candle around here, this is not strong. You know, it would not say that people got trapped, they might could get out. Okay, but these people who got trapped just got trapped. They never looked, the price never looked back. It just went all the way up, broke out of this downtrend line, this channel. Okay, so this is where some people would get in. Okay, but this is more like the people who are brave, okay, who get in. And then this is where the risk to get out, okay? So basically the people who short right here, their stop loss is probably right here, okay? So 1814, the high of this this candle, okay? So that's where, this is where it's right here. So people are going to get out. And that, you see this volume? That caused the people who short right here have to get out right there. And then some people who shorted right here, right? They have, like, they don't want to get out at this point. They change their mind. The next stop loss is right here. So look at that. Look at this stop loss right here. That's the high of the day, right? And look at the volume of this candle. Spike even higher. So you see, at this point, right, there are some people who play top breakout, they would get in also. Okay? And the people who play consolidation breakout, they're going to get in also. So new buyer coming in, and shorter has a cover, and that's caused these moving up, this spike in volume. And that the minute there's a spike in volume, they say that the trade is valid. Okay, so basically there's a couple entering for this formation. Okay, so after this short squeeze right here, and this short squeeze is strong because right at the VWAP, so you have one support at this point. Okay, and then if you get in right here, right, this downtrend line is also a support point. Okay, so you have two support right there. That's pretty strong. Okay, for the thing. And let's talk about this. Okay, so at this point there are multiple entry you could entry if you are a very risk taker. You get in as it break above this downtrend line. I, on the other hand, 18 is a whole number, and I think that was a good place to go in, and that's where I went in. Okay, so there is a spike in volume, but that's not a lot. If you could see here, right, on the 18, it's right here. So it's not a lot of volume, but it's significant in some way. So when you get 18, and then when it got up to here, it did not break that 1814 level, and it has to retrace. So that's the only problem with that. You have to deal with a pullback. But if you're confident enough, you have two support right here. And if you do get into the 18 level, you want to see the selling. Look at the selling for this, right? This is actually buying. This candle represents buying, not selling. But you can see the volume is below average volume, okay? And it's hugged the 13 EMA. I use that moving average, okay? It's weird, but I use the moving average. It hugged the 13 EMA as a support. So it's a very good sign. Okay, and the minute it passed the 1814 mark, it's spike in volume, and that is set. So when you get in at 18, your stop loss is right here. It's around 70 cents. Okay, and you get out at 70 cents. It's around here. So it hit it hit perfectly. Or if you get in here, you're still gonna make a profit. You get in here, it depends. You could use the stop loss below the VWAP, or up to you, or you should do it right here. Okay, so either way you risk it, you're gonna make 1-to-1. But with this trade itself is it's more than 1-to-1. Okay, so it's 1-to-3, 1-to-4. So it's a very profitable trade. That's what happened when you see there is a lot of volume in the trade, in the stock, and there is a good catalyst to it. And then when you see the bear trap like this, you have to be confident. This gives you all the signal as a bullish. It's going to break above this. Okay, so that's all about this trade. This is how to utilize the bear trap. Okay, when you see this bear trap and it never look back, people got trapped, and you have to understand trading is very important to know where people buy and sell. Okay, and that 18 and this level 1814 is where new people get in, and people who short right here have to get cover. Okay, so basically that's all about this trade. Hopefully you liked the video. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have any question, drop in the comment section. If anything else, thank you for watching, and happy trading, guys. Bye.